Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Cole and I love makeup and colour. If you are new here, you won't be caught up, but I'm currently doing a rolling project plan. I always want to say project plan. I'm doing a rolling project. I'm doing a rolling project pan. And today I thought I'd film you a little update because we've had some exciting progress since last time. So last time we had a couple of empties and I rolled in a couple of new products. I also rolled in some new ones for things that were almost done, which we're now completely using. So I'm going to update you on all my progress. First off, please let me refer to my notes app. Okay, so we've currently got, they're not technically in the project, neither are you. We have currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 products in this project, all of which I'm really happy to say I'm making great progress on. So first off, in my second update, I'd used my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Concealer 24 times. I knew it was going to run out, so I did pre-roll in the Urban Decay Naked Concealer, and we did actually finish the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Concealer with a further 8 uses, so 32 uses in total. I emptied that on the 28th of October. And since then, I've used the Urban Decay Naked Concealer 27 times, which is insane. I did try to kind of leave it to settle, but it wasn't having any of it. So this is what it looks like currently. We have got some like windowing. If I like wiggle the doe foot along the side, you can see some slight like windowing up at the top here, but thus far no kind of visual progress on this one, but I feel like I'm making good progress. We also rolled in the Say Slip Tint. I've used this 24 times since we rolled it in on the 17th of September because we finished the NARS. When I rolled it in, we were just below the E. We are now all the way down to halfway down the A. I think this one's pretty easy to get through because it's a very, very thin formula, so I use like 3 pumps of it, even though it's 40ml, which I was a little bit worried about. I think the NARS I was using like a pump and a half, so I'm getting through this definitely quite quickly. Obviously, it's not a foundation I want to use every day because it is quite light, quite low in coverage, so I think that accounts for the kind of lesser uses, but I think we're making good progress. I reckon this is probably going to be done by the next update, hopefully, but I think it's too soon to pre-roll in anything else. Okay, I think I'm not hate panning this product, but it is my most hated product to pan. This is the Makeup by Mario Mauve Glow Blush. The first update, we've used it 21 times. We've used it a further 28 times for 49 total uses. And this, we have got a dent. It's not a massive dent, but it is a dent, which, quite frankly, after the last update, and there was literally no visual progress, I was like, oh god, this is going to take forever. I do still really like the shade. I think it's a great everyday shade. I just wish it wasn't so pigmented so I could use more, but there we go. Okay, we pre-rolled in a bronzer. I was using my NARS Laguna bronzer. First update, I'd used it 30 times. We were very, very minimal product left, but I actually managed to get another 13 uses out of it. That was empty on the 10th of November, and since then, we've rolled in Beauty Bay Donut, and we've used this 22 times. Now this was basically like a brand new pan when I first started it. As you can see now, we've got quite a bit of texture. There's no dip or anything as of yet, but we've got a lot of like pan texture, so that makes me feel good. These are quite like thin pans from Beauty Bay, so I'm excited to see where we're at. I'm hoping by the next update we'll have hit pan on this one. Right, okay, next up, Urban Decay Sin. I have been hammering this product. In the first update, I'd used it 28 times. Today, I've used it 70, so that's a further 42 uses, which I think, well, quite frankly, I'm smashing this one. I'm not loads into my highlighter at the moment, so I think it's quite easy for me to use the same one. This is what this one looks like. As you can see, we've got a real good dint going in here. I'm hoping, again, by the next update, I'm going to have hit pan on this one. Hopefully. But what I'm going to do is, if I do hit pan in the interim, I'm going to keep using it, and we're just going to see how big we can make the pan before I do my next update. Okay, Colourpop, Lilac Hue a lot. This is the single eyeshadow in Ghosting. I was doing a pretty rough job last update. Last update I'd used it 6 times. This update I've used it 19 times, which I think is really great. I've used it a further 13 times, which is pretty impressive in like 2 months. This is what the shade looks like. As you can see, we have got a little bit of a dip. We are nowhere near hitting pan on this one, I don't think. So I think this one, hopefully by next update I'll have pan, but I'm not convinced, because I'm also starting another project, which you're going to see Monday, I think. So yeah, I'm happy with the progress, but we'll see with that one. Okay, eyeshadow primer. This is the first update for this one. This is my NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Primer. I rolled this in on the 17th of September when it last updated. We've used this one 23 times. I am literally having to scrape around the edges at this point. I think, honestly looking in here, there is literally nothing left. Once I finish this one, I'm going to roll in my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, because there was a really good Black Friday deal on Urban Decay Primer Potion on Sephora, so I picked one of those up. So I'm going to roll in my Too Faced, get that one done, and then I will literally just have the Urban Decay one in my collection. So we're making good progress on this one. Next one, this one's been tough. This is the e.l.f. Under Eye Setting Powder. I feel like I've made virtually no progress on this one. And to be honest, I don't like the product. I've used it 25 times. I just think it makes my eyes look creepy and gross. So I'm rolling this out and I'm going to declutter it, because I'm not using it. I don't want to hate pan anything. I am going to roll in my little Laura Mercier translucent powder in Tone Up Rose. I'm going to get that one done, and I'll include clips of that and everything else I'm rolling in at the end. Right, okay, Kosas Air Brow. We were working on the Lime Crime Bushy Brows Gel. My first update, I'd used it 37 times. I used it a further 10 times, and it was empty on the 3rd of November. And then since then, I've used the Kosas Air Brow 25 times. You can't see any progress on this one, I'm going to be honest. I don't think this is going to be like a visual progress one. It's just going to be one of those, like, when it stops, when the product stops coming out, it's done. So God knows how long we've got left on this one. I think it's probably quite a while. I think we're probably looking at having this one in at least once, maybe twice more, update wise. Okay, I think other than the Colourpop shadow, these were probably the things I was struggling with the most. These are the lip products that I rolled in. So we've got the Colourpop Lippy Stick in Little Things, and the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector in number 1. So when I on my first update, I'd used the Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector 17 times. Now I'm counting every time I reapply this as a use. This time, we've used it much better. We've used this one 58 times this time, so we've used this for 47 more uses since I updated you. There's still a bit of product in here. I did draw a line, but honestly I think tricked me. I can't even figure out how much is left in here. Okay, we've used it 58 times. This is what we're looking like. I'm going to put that lid back on because it's super grubby. I feel like we're making good progress though. There doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of product left in it. I think the way these tubes are set up, there's quite a lot of air in them. So, but I'm happy with how many times I've used it. And then the Colourpop Lippy Stick, I used this 10 times in my first update, which, bear in mind, I'm counting every time I reapply it. 10 is a bit rough. This time, I've used it a further 25 times, much better, and we're now on 35 uses. I've been measuring this against my thumb, so I've kind of been putting the thing at my joint, like the top of the lid at the knuckle, and then seeing where we're at. Let me just move those fingers. For this one, we were above the second knuckle when I last updated, so I think we've made pretty good progress on this one. I'm not going to start measuring things, but when I roll it down, there's quite a lot of like spare space, which wasn't there when I first started that one. So I'm really happy with the progress I've made on that one. There are a couple of like bits I want to roll in. This little guy's been hanging around forever. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip Cheat. I stopped using it because it's just really awkward to use because it's so small, but I just want it used up. I thought I was going to use this up this year. Obviously that's not going to happen. There is too much for even me to use if I wear it every single day and reapply 4 times. But yeah, we're going to get that done because it's doing my head in. And then while I was decluttering, I found this. This is one of my favourite lipsticks. This is Huda Beauty Honey Bun Cream Lipstick. This did not survive the move so well. I don't know what happened to her. She has been through the wars, but we're going to use this up because it's dead. And I really like the shade, which is why I don't want to throw it away. So I thought we'll just pop it in the project and get it used up. Okay, so that's a roll in. The Charlotte Tilbury is a roll in. I'm going to go grab the other 2 things I want to roll in and show you those, and then we're done for this quarter's project plan update. Okay, so this is the powder we're rolling in. This is the Laura Mercier Tone Up Rose powder. I'm just trying to get it to, I think pretty much we're on the line where it says rose. So there's not too much of this left. We're going to pop this in. I like this powder so much more than I like the e.l.f. I can literally set my entire face with this, so I'm hoping this is quite a quick one, and this will be out again by next update. And then my Too Faced Shadow Insurance for when the NARS runs out. I don't know how much is left in here. I don't think there's a lot left in here. You can tell I've been scraping around it because it's actually broken the lid, but that's what that one looks like. We're going to roll that one in. Obviously no visual progress markers on this one, unfortunately, but I think we're going to do a good job. Just a little side note, I think we're probably also going to have the YSL Waterproof Lash Clash done by my next update. Not necessarily in the project, but something I use every day anyway. So yeah, I thought I would mention it. So that is it for today. Let me know how your project plan is going. I would love to know. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe. And if you want to make sure you never miss another video, hit the bell icon and YouTube will notify you next time I post. You've been fabulous. I've been Cole the Ball, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Cole's Christmas Countdown. Bye!